Mojadara is a signature Middle Eastern dish made of 3 key ingredients: lentils, rice, and loads of caramelized onions. It's easy to make and full of flavor. Let me show you how to make it. If you're new here, my name is Kitty, and this channel is all about sharing my passion for delicious Middle Eastern recipes, food traditions, and culture with a special focus on my beloved country, Jordan. Before we go to the directions, let's have a quick look at the ingredients. Rice is a key feature for Lebanese mojadara. Basmati rice works great here as it results in fluffy and non-sticky texture. Green lentils is a second key ingredient for classic mojadara. Use dried green lentils, not the canned ones. Caramelized onions are one of the unique features of mojadara that give this dish its unique taste. Use large yellow onions. Cumin powder, salt, and a pinch of 7-spice blend are all you need for mojadara. I'm including more information on 7-spice in the description box. Olive oil is needed to caramelize the onions. It will also add to the flavor of the rice and lentils. Water is needed to wash the rice and lentils as well as to cook them. There's a link in the description box for a complete list of ingredients and amounts which you can save or print out. Ready to get cooking? Yalla, let's get started. Let's start off by preparing the onions. Preparing them first will save you some time later on. Peel the onions, then cut them into halves and cut each half into thin slices. This might seem like a lot of onions to you, but trust me, this is the bare minimum you need for this dish. Let's dry those tears and move on to the next step. Heat olive oil in a skillet over medium heat. Once the oil is heated, add the onion slices. Season with salt and cumin and stir well. Fry the onions on medium heat for about 20 minutes while you prepare the remaining ingredients for mojadara. The onions should be deeply caramelized. Later in this video, you'll see what they should look like. In a bowl of colander, briefly rinse the lentils to remove any dust. By the way, unlike chickpeas, lentils don't need to be soaked in water before you cook them. Rinsing them is enough. Add the lentils to a large saucepan and add water. Be sure to add the right amount of water here as indicated in the description of this video, as we'll be adding the rice later on and cook everything together in one pot. Bring to a boil on medium to high heat and cook for about 15 minutes until they are about 75% cooked. Don't add any salt at this point. Don't forget to stir your onions in the pan occasionally to ensure they get evenly fried. After about 10 minutes, your onions will be soft and look something like this. Just keep frying. Meanwhile, let's wash our rice. Add rice to a large bowl and add plenty of water. Stir with your hands. Once the water runs clear, drain the water. Repeat this 3 times until the water runs relatively clear. By the way, washing your rice shouldn't be skipped as it will remove excess starch and make your rice fluffier and less sticky. By the way, it's important to boil the lentils alone before you add any rice. If you didn't pre-cook them, you'd end up with soft rice and semi-cooked lentils. To avoid this, we'll cook them until they're about 3/4 done before adding the rice. This takes about 15 minutes. Then we'll add the rice and cook both for another 10 to 12 minutes. The total cooking time for green lentils is about 25 to 30 minutes. Once the lentils have cooked for about 15 minutes, add the washed rice to the saucepan. Season with salt, ground cumin, and 7-spice blend. Stir well. By this time, your onions should be in the skillet for about 20 minutes. They should be nicely browned and soft. Remove about half of the fried onions from the skillet along with some of the oil. Add them to the saucepan with the lentils and rice. Bring to a boil on medium to high. The water should be about the same level as the rice. If the water level is lower, add a bit of additional water. Boil on medium to high heat for about 1 to 2 minutes. The water level will drop slightly below the rice and lentils. Then reduce the heat to low. Add the lid to the saucepan and simmer on low heat for about 10 to 12 minutes until all the water is absorbed and both rice and lentils are tender. While rice and lentils are simmering, we'll finish our onions. These have been frying on medium heat for a bit more than 20 minutes by now, and we have added some of them to the rice in the previous step. At this point, your onions will be nicely browned and soft. I like my onions crispy, so I increase the heat to high at this stage and crisp them up for a couple of minutes until they are dark brown and crispy. If you prefer soft caramelized onions, simply keep frying on low to medium for another 10 minutes. Soft or crispy, light brown or dark brown, the color and crispiness of the onions is really up to you, it's a personal preference. Let's get back to our main saucepan. Once the rice and lentils are tender and all the water has evaporated, turn off the stove. To improve the texture, let sit in the saucepan with the lid closed for another 5 minutes. Then fluff up the rice in the saucepan. Now let's put together our delicious rice and lentils and top it off with the onions. To serve, transfer onto a large serving tray or individual plates. Top off the dish with the crispy fried onions. For some color, you can garnish with some finely chopped parsley. Serve with plain homemade yogurt or yogurt sauce and a green salad of your choice. I'm including a link to the yogurt sauce, which is traditionally served with mozzarella, in the top right corner of this video. And that's it, your mozzarella is ready. Sahtin, enjoy!